Welcome back to my channel, Healing with Kiara. Today we're doing a pick a card reading. I thought about this yesterday. I wanted to do another person on your mind reading. I really like doing those. It's just like energy check-ins, and yeah, I thought about using these two decks. So we're going to be using the Sun Power, or the Star Power Tarot, I meant to say. The Star Power Tarot and the Moon Power Tarot. So yesterday I was on a walk with my dog and I just was like, oh, that could be a new video. I could make do a pick a card with these two decks, and then I realized later last night there's a full moon coming up. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's even more perfect because the sun's like a star, right? It's a big old star. And then the moon. So yeah, later tonight I'm gonna do another video just doing like the collective energy reading for the full moon. So stay tuned for that. Probably use the Moon Power deck. Stay on theme here. And yeah, I just made another video this morning. It's a daily love reading, and I use the Sun and Moon Tarot, which I also used yesterday in the daily love reading, and then last night as well. I just really love that deck. I've been really drawn to it lately. So it's interesting how I've just been really drawn to like the contrast of the divine, feminine, masculine. Yeah, like balancing both of those energies together into readings without even really intending to or realizing. And then here we are. So the full moon is like a climax, or yeah, it's like everything has been kind of like building up to this point since the new moon. And so yeah, full moons can be like times of great change, things kind of like coming to an end, shifting, things coming to light, coming up, being revealed. All kinds of stuff, right? So we're gonna start with the Star Power deck here, and just take a look into the person on your mind. We're gonna start with them, where they're at, what they're doing, and then get their energy towards you and their thoughts and feelings towards you. Okay. Ooh. Okay, 2 cards fell on the ground. That's your person, where they're at. What they're doing. Their energy towards you. Their thoughts towards you. And their feelings towards you. So right away, the Six of Cups here, they're feeling nostalgic. And we also have the Chariot that flipped out with their feelings towards you. And so with this like dance floor here, they're like they feel like they want to go back and like move with you and just like let loose and have a good time. And yeah, like if you guys used to like party together, just kind of like go out, go dancing. They're feeling really, really nostalgic towards these like times that you had in the past where there was just like a lot of energy, a lot of life, a lot of movement, just like really carefree. They're kind of like mentally caught up in it. It's just like swirling around in their brain. It's just like they keep fantasizing and going back to this time of, but it's like a sensation in their body that they can feel that they miss. We also have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So what I'm getting here is this person's learning how to juggle their head and their heart. They're learning how to step outside of their emotions, step outside of their thoughts, and look at things from a higher perspective and try and balance out, to really actually like get into it, to like get to the, like how the head is literally out of here, or the brain is literally out of here. Like they found a way to like compartmentalize things, rationalize things, like get a different perspective, get a different view, get a different grip on things. And with this different perspective here, then they can like weigh out the head and the heart with a little bit more rationality. So they're really, really nostalgic towards you. But we need to get more here, because it's already seeming like there's this struggle. Like even though they miss these certain things about you, there's this like they found a way to like detach from their feelings and get a hold of their thoughts and like weigh the two out, right? Gather like the pros and cons and the possible consequences of both sides. So for your person, we have the Magician, and the Knight of Cups. And where they're at, we have the Emperor. So I'm seeing they're just trying to stand in their power here. We have the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. For what are they doing here? So with the Emperor, it's like more of a detached energy. And like with the Temperance here, like I was saying, how this person's able to kind of like compartmentalize and put distance and get a hold of like their emotions and their thoughts here, and like weigh things out. It's because they're more in this like colder, detached energy here with the Emperor. Like this is where they're at emotionally, so they're not really with all of this stuff in front of her here, there's like a wall up. they're not really letting anything in here, and they're just focusing on like with the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, like literally there's literally like the third eye is like shooting out, like they're literally just trying to manifest their money, focus on their money. You can like see what I'm talking about here, this here, like they're just totally trying to keep themselves preoccupied with this like gun here. I'm seeing there's this like really intricate project that they're working on. There's like something really, really specific that they're like putting time and energy into like creating here. So yeah, they're focusing on trying to manifest just like more money. Definitely seeing there's like a wall up here. And then like with the Magician, you can't even see this person's eyes because they're just like totally covered up with like all of these clouds and all of this stuff. There's like, I don't even know here, some puzzle pieces or flowers or something, and it's like, then her head's coming up in another vision. And there's like a moon, but there's just like a bunch going on. So it's like her eyes are on whatever she's manifesting here. Like she can only see what she's focused on. And then there's like this book here. So I'm getting like there's like a specific thing they're studying or working on. So this is like their energy with the Magician and the Knight of Cups. And then in this card, we have all of these like eyes everywhere. And then there's like a lot of keyholes on all of the cups. So what I'm getting here is like whatever they're doing, okay, it's so interesting because like in this top card here, you can't even see her eyes because there's like so much going on. And then in the bottom card, there's like our eyes literally growing out of all of these plants everywhere. And then in the plant holders, there's like, it's like a keyhole. So they're focused on this here, like whatever they're trying to create, they're like just really, really focused on what they're trying to manifest and grow for themselves here. It's like they have their head down, completely focused on whatever they're trying to like build or manifest or focus on or develop here. They feel like with these eyes coming out of these plants here, they feel like they should only really pay attention to or look at or focus on whatever it is they have going on here. With this Emperor energy too, they feel very like this is very important, and this makes them feel very like elevated here. Like they feel like they're like the only person that can do this. With these keyholes everywhere here, they feel like they have the key, or like they have some sort of secret. And like with the Magician has like, in a lot of the other tarots, it has like the wands, the cups, the pentacle, the sword. So it's like the Magician has absolutely everything they need to like manifest exactly whatever it is they need. And this person here is like deep in this like just this other world. Like they're completely head down in this other like this other realm of like whatever they're trying to create here. Like they're just totally focused on this like project that they have here. They feel like they're the only person that can see like how to do it, or they hold some sort of key component here in order to like be able to do this. So they feel like they need to completely focus on, and like the only thing that they can like pay attention to right now is, because whatever they're growing here, because literally it's like the plant holders have this here, the key, and then the eyes are growing out of here. So it's like they feel like they have this, they're the ones that have this like key, whatever this key component is here. And so this is like the only thing that they can focus on or really like look at, or give their attention to right now. So I feel like that's where this head and heart struggle is coming in, because I feel like their head here, their brain, their logical mind is telling them like, okay, you are responsible for some sort of project or some sort of endeavor here, and you are the one that like has this like knowledge here, this understanding, or this like key component of success here for some sort of like creative endeavor that's going to be really successful and really fruitful. So there's this need for someone to like stay really, really focused here. And like with this here, I'm seeing like laser focus. Like in order to manifest all of this, you have to like really stay on your game and stay super focused. And then like this lady almost looks like a bat. So it's like even working through the night, like that's how focused, like even when you're sleeping, you're still manifesting this. That's how serious this is to this person. So they're like mentally like, should I go with like my thoughts here? Like, should I? It's like this struggle between their head and their heart, because I'm already seeing like with their feelings for you that flipped over is they do feel very, very nostalgic towards like being more carefree and just like letting go and having really good times with you, just like having fun. They feel nostalgic towards this. They miss this. They're craving this, just like being free and having a good time. And so there's this struggle here happening between what they want to do and what they think that they should do, or there's a struggle happening between what they want to do and, right, like what their heart wants to do and what they think they should do with their logical brain, or like what they want to do and what they feel like they should do. Like they feel as though they should, their brain is telling them like they have to stay committed to this responsibility here. And then there's this like nostalgia coming up for them here. It's like the more they try and like push it down and just like laser focus on this project, right, like the more they try and just shut it out and just be like, I only eat, sleep, breathe, live this here, like this is my life, this is what I chose, this is what I have to do. This keeps just like coming up and circling around and circling back again, and they just like can't get it out of their head, like these other feelings that they have, that are like causing them conflict here. Yeah, a genuine struggle between the head and the heart here. So we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups in this deck is like getting together with friends and hanging out and having fun times. So maybe this is about a friendship here. This could even be like a girlfriend that like you used to go dancing with and like go hang out and have a good time. And now they're just super, super busy. They feel like they need to focus on like work or school or something that they committed to, or something they've been working really, really hard to achieve. Like they did some sort of like specific, very, very specific study here. Like with this book, they did some sort of like specific study or like very, very specific practice here, where they gained this like very specific niche or like skill set. And now they feel really, really caught up to that and tied to that. And so they have to be like, yeah, with this emperor and this energy up here, it's like, whatever they're doing, it just like put them in a position to where they can't be as close with others. So I'm thinking of like whenever you're like a cop or something, then all of a sudden you can't be like as close with some of your friends and share everything about your lives and certain things because now you're in this like certain position. Or like if you become a judge, then you can't just like, maybe there might be certain childhood friends that like you can't share certain aspects of your life with anymore. Or like if you're a part of some sort of like group or something and you elevate to like being a boss or being a manager, and so now it's not as appropriate. Like if this is like a coworker and they became like a manager or a boss suddenly, then it's like you guys, you know what I mean, like or it's just a friend and like they like elevated in their career. They like got to a place within their career where it's just like they have more responsibilities on their shoulder and it's not as easy for them to like get together anymore. I'm not getting that this is a romantic pile at all. Like this is definitely like a friend or someone that you just like had a lot of fun with in the past. I'm seeing like getting together and dancing and just like having a good time, being really carefree, moving your body. Like they miss this like free feeling that they had when you guys would just like get together and hang out and like road trip together, like get in the car and just like go like do fun stuff, like go thrifting and just like do interesting and unique things. Like you guys had the same like interesting like style and things that you were interested in. You like to go do the same type of stuff, and yeah, they feel really nostalgic towards like a time when they had like the freedom in their life to be able to do that. So now they're in this like huge struggle here, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles underneath that. And so, yeah, they totally got like some sort of financial opportunity or something that they had to focus on here. And is putting them in this position of questioning it. Like, they're like, was this worth it? Or like how this claw is like kind of devious. It's almost like this financial opportunity came in and like pulled them into their clutches, and so now they like don't even have like the time or the freedom to like go and like even just like have fun with their friends anymore. Like they can't even get together and like chill and relax with their friends and just like be carefree and like have a good time. So they're really starting to question if like all of this money here that they were chasing after, or this lifestyle, if it was like a good thing. They're questioning like, did I get the bag or did the bag get me, is what I'm seeing. Like because because it's like they thought they were getting this financial opportunity, but these hands are like coming out of nowhere and they're actually the ones controlling the money. And so yeah, it's going to leave them in this place of like always manifesting and chasing the next thing, right? And they're starting to wake up to that and be like, is this really worth it? Because they feel like now they're kind of like being controlled by this. Like all of this financial opportunity surrounding them and all of this stuff, it's like it lands them right in the clutches of like who's actually controlling that money, right? And so they're questioning here, totally, is it worth it? What should I do? Should I go? They're having these feelings for a reason, right? And so they're like, what should I do here about this? So yeah, this is their energy towards you. So I'm seeing this as like a friend, someone that you would like get together with, just chill, hang out, but then you'd also like get together, like go dancing, girls' nights, like someone you could just be really, really close with. Like you could just like chill in your pajamas, movie night, eat everything in the freezer, or like get dressed up, get the hair done up, go out in the club, chase men, like you could do both, type of a vibe. Like you were just really close with this person, and you really, really enjoyed their company, and or they also really enjoyed your company, and they're really nostalgic for that. It's like a feeling that keeps coming up, and then they have these like reoccurring thoughts here. So with the Judgment, it's just like all over their circuit board here. Like it's just like it just keeps like running through their mind. Like it just keeps popping up in their mind, like popping up on a screen. Oh my gosh, okay. And then the way that this face, there's literally, I hope you guys can see, there's like, she's literally staring at this face that's exactly like hers. And so I feel like this person is like staring into themselves. And what I'm getting is like when they think about you and they think about like the memories that they have with you, they see like a reflection of themselves. And so they don't even really know who they are in this new world that they're a part of anymore. And so they're like staring at this old reflection of themselves. Like when they get all nostalgic and they get all in their feels, for this like past energy here, then it causes them to like pick up old pieces of themselves and look at them and like literally stare into themselves as if like what has happened here. Wow, that was like deep. Yeah, I'm getting this whole world around them is just like so foreign and chaotic, and they're having to do so much. Like they're over here like doing so much, and they're like dead to it. It's almost like mundane and routine, and just like there's no passion or life going into like they just like became this person that could just like automatically just like do all of these tasks. But what they're more focused on here is like this other reflection of themselves is bringing up just like a lot of really, really deep just like really triggering them here. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I live in an apartment complex, and so sometimes there's like noise above me or below me or around me in the parking lot. I have a roommate, we have pets, so if you can ever hear noises, I'm sorry. Okay, let's get one of these here. So we have healer, number 32, and at the bottom of the deck we have message, 33. So I feel like they really want to reach out. Yeah, they really want to like let you in on like a lot of this, everything that's going on here. They're like staring at their original self while still wearing their mask. But they're really thinking about like reaching out and sharing all of this. Like with the Judgment here, it's like having like an epiphany or like some sort of insight or like gaining some sort of perspective here. Possibly that they just need more balance in general, that they need to learn how to like balance their work and their social life and like make time for their friends and doing the things that they like care about and that they have fun doing. But I just kept hearing like they're questioning if it's even worth it at all. So take it how it resonates. So we have healer. You are a healer. Fear not your own ability to be a light worker or a way shower for others. Drawing this card can also symbolize that a healing in its highest form is available to you now. If you have pulled this card in regard to a relationship or situation, please know that there is a powerful exchange of energy here. Meditate when you are wanting to heal on the physical, mental, and emotional or spiritual plane. So yeah, I feel like their friendship with you is like helping to heal them and like heal the imbalance in their life, because it's like all of these feelings and memories that are being triggered of like all these great times that they have with you, and like their desire to want to be able to like get together and just like hang out and chill with you is like helping them to wake up mentally and have all of these like realizations and dig really, really deeply into like how they want to live their lives and what's important to them and what they want to focus on and what they want to give their energy to. And yeah, like you're really, really helping this person to like heal and overcome like whatever has happened, whatever circumstance they've created for themselves in their life here. Let's get a few message cards here. So I really don't feel like, I felt like this was just like a friendship. Oh yeah, we have I know you from somewhere. So that's totally like the Six of Cups energy in this deck. Like they're just feeling really, really nostalgic towards, they're even like looking at themselves like that. Like where is this person I used to know? Like who is this person? Oh, and we have I don't want to lose you. But I was going to say, this deck can be like kind of sexual in some ways and like romantic, but I'm getting that this is not, this is like a platonic pile, like a friendship, like I already said. So I'm going to interpret all of the messages that way. And then, yeah, if we get like a sexual one, I'll honestly just disregard that, because I'm not getting that this is like someone you were in a romantic relationship with. So yeah, and then we have I don't want to lose you. So yeah, they're thinking about like the past times and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose this person out of my life forever. Like we used to have just like so much fun together and just like go hang out. We have no underneath that. So, like, maybe they're going to start saying no to some certain other things so they don't lose you as a friend here. Due to them, like, starting to find more balance here, they're going to start saying no to, like, other things in their life. I'm too afraid to talk. So yeah, even though like they're feeling this way, they may be just like a bit embarrassed here, or they don't know what to say, or if you guys have gotten in an argument or something in the past, they just feel really, really badly. They have the Ace of Swords. So yeah. So we also had the Message at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like they really, really want to reach out and send you a message and say something to you here, but they're like afraid to say it. So like sometimes whenever people know they're really in the wrong or that they really hurt you, they have a hard time. Like they're just kind of scared because they don't know like the reaction that they're gonna get, or like maybe you guys just really don't like talk all that much and you don't hang out. Like maybe this is someone from the far past, the distant past, and they've been on this road of like focusing on all this other stuff for a long time. It's been like years, like 6 years or something, you know what I mean? And so they just have no idea how you would receive them. But for whatever reason, they've had some sort of judgment here. Like they've had some sort of something happen that gave them like a wake up call, or some sort of perspective that got them super in their feels and thinking about the past and like how things were. So maybe this was like when you guys were in college or when you were teenagers, or like, because what I was getting with this is like, yeah, like young kids taking off in the woods together to go like swap secrets and hang out and like bonfires. And so yeah, maybe this was like high school parties, college parties, like someone you knew when you were younger here who you used to have a really good time with. Even with the retro vibe, like this was just someone you hung out with like back in the day, like when you were a lot younger and the fashion trends were a lot different. Maybe is something I'm hearing, but something has really triggered them to like really think about you and feel super nostalgic, and like their thoughts about you, yeah, it's so deep and it's so intense, and they miss this like carefree fun time in their life when they were like could just get together with friends and just like have a good time so much that it's like literally causing them to rethink their whole priorities, and like how like just their whole like totally rebalancing like their whole life like dynamics here. And then okay, so yeah, I feel like they do have a desire to have a conversation, but they don't know how you would handle it. So like the more time that's went on, maybe the more uncertain they are. If they did reach out and send a message here and like let you know, like something that you said to them a long time ago is like popping back up for them, and they've had some sort of awakening, and they can see something, some sort of exchange you guys had in the past, like an argument or just something that happened in the past is like now coming back up for them. They're having like a realization about it, and it's helping them wake up and like heal their something in their life. And they want to reach out and talk to you about this, but they have no idea how you would receive it, or like how this would go for you. So that's very interesting. And we have I could be your hero, baby. So I feel like I'm going to interpret this like that's them saying like we could have that, like we could go out and have fun again, like we could go dancing and like have a good time, and like I could be that friend and like that person for you again. And we have I have so much desire for you, and I'm taking this like they have such a strong desire to like be your friend again and like be around your energy and have fun again. Like, yeah, with this here, I'm getting like you put off just like the greatest energy. Like you would just have so much fun together and just like you're like fun, carefree, like just like different unique vibes just totally radiate here. And they have such a desire to have that type of energy in their life and that like carefree. You teach them how to be like this. Like you help open their eyes and like teach them how to like emulate that same just free nature, free spirit. And they have a huge desire to have that back in their lives again, to like get to experience that again. Yeah, it's a huge desire to like be friends with you again or to reconnect somewhere, but they're scared at the same time. Like they're really, really nervous of how it's gonna go. Yeah, that's all I have for pile 1. Thank you so much if this resonated with you. You can click the link in my description. I'm so sorry. I just like randomly got the hiccups at the end of the reading. But if this resonated with you, you can click the link in my description and book a personal reading. And I hope you have a really great day. Okay, hi there. Pile 2, we're using the Moon Power Tarot here. Super cool deck. And then I'm going to be doing another reading later tonight on the, just like a collective, general full moon reading using this same deck. So stay tuned for that. So I'm going to get your person, where they're at, what they're doing, their energy towards you, their thoughts, and their feelings. Okay, your person. Where they're at. What they're doing. Their energy towards you. Their thoughts. And their feelings. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And we also have the Strength underneath it. So it's like, like finding strength after cleaning up here, or like after some sort of period of being tested. Okay. So someone's being unfair here. I'm gonna get some clarity because I'm seeing some stuff here. Oof. Oh, Lord. Okay. The more I look at it, it gets worse. We're just gonna clarify everything because. Okay, so let me actually start a little bit here. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, this is where they are, okay? I'm getting this the energy I'm getting from this card is she's levitating this pentacle here. It's like someone who's playing games here. We have the Four of Cups, boredom. With the Four of Cups being a part of their jewelry, I feel like it's boredom with their appearance. They need some sort of drama to spice up their life. That's where they're at. What they're doing, we have the Seven of Wands falling apart, literally coming apart at the seams. And then we have the Three of Wands. And the way this is on the neck, the tongue, the first thing I saw is medicating. So I actually heard maybe someone actually injured themselves and is actually seriously in pain and is medicating right now. But also what I'm hearing is this person is just participating in toxic behaviors that are really, really affecting their life. It's destroying their life and tearing apart their life. They're participating in bad habits of some kind. There's something they're indulging in here. They're having a really good time with it. They're in their own little world here. They're not even on planet Earth. They don't see this as an issue. They're just having a good time here. Their energy towards you, we have the World and the Four of Wands. But as soon as I saw this Four of Wands, I thought, okay, two-faced. Someone's being two-faced here. They're pretending to look at you, but they're looking in another direction. With the World, there's a cycle that's ending, so maybe it's you're finding out here. There's, you're starting to catch on, or, and then with the Five of Swords, it's ego. They feel propped up. They feel their ego is exalted here. They feel they're on a pedestal and they can kind of do this. That's also where this Queen of Pentacles is this person feels they're really, really powerful. And, because of their position or their status or their wealth or something, they can they feel they're in control of the situation here, or something is within their power with the pentacle being levitated here. or it's like just a snap of a finger, and there's a lot of ego going on here. They're telling you one thing, but then they're like going in a completely different direction. They're like telling you what you want to hear and like playing in your face, and then they're actually looking in a completely different direction. They have intentions to go in a totally different direction here. But for some reason, the world is here, so it's like. I'm also seeing the way, though, that they're holding this globe is like they just kind of. What I'm seeing is like they just want control. Like they just want to take the situation in their own hands and like control the situation here. So they're using just like mental tactics and like mental games here to like in order to attain control over the others, or like over the way, like the direction that a situation goes in, or something like that. They feel like they're in control of like what happens on Earth, and they can play like all these games to try to like toy with the lives of like these people on Earth and like what's going on here, but they're so out of their mind and out of this world that they're not even, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's why the world is showing up here, like it's the end of the cycle, is because I feel like maybe they're so out of their mind at this point, like they're so far deep in these toxic habits that they're not even seeing, like it's actually starting to like they're literally starting to fall apart here. Like their whole plan and their whole thing that they were doing, everything they had going on is literally like falling apart and coming apart at the seams, because they got so deep in these toxic habits that they're not even on planet Earth anymore. And so like people are starting to see through their games. People are starting to see that they're two-faced. People are starting to see that they do one thing and then like, you know, say one thing and do another. People are starting to see this hidden agenda that they have going on. People are starting to see them as not truthful here. Like everyone is starting to see their games here, and what they're doing. Like everything is like falling apart for them here. This is not staying together. This is not working out, because they're just like so lustfully enjoying. They like thought that they were in this elevated place. When someone is like doing something and they're getting away with it for a really long time, so if they had a really, really bad habit here and they were getting away with it for a long time and nobody knew, and they were kind of able to like manipulate others and like play in other people's faces and then go do whatever they wanted on the side, and people were not figuring out about it, then they could have came to this place where they felt kind of like entitled, and they felt like, oh, like I'm like above everyone else here, like I'm smarter than others, like people don't know what I have going on. And so then they just started indulging too much here. Like they got bored and it wasn't good enough for them, and so they started taking it too far and like indulging too much. And so now they're ending a cycle because everything's starting to fall apart, but they don't even realize that. Like because they thought they were like, because they got away with it for so long, they thought they were kind of like better than others. And so they saw everyone on this globe here is like their own little pawn that they could like manipulate, and like they thought they could tell people whatever and do whatever, and nobody would ever like come together and figure it out here. But then they got so twisted off and so deep in these toxic habits that they're so far removed from actual Earth itself that they never realized like this was going to end here. Like they don't even see themselves anymore. They don't even see how badly they're falling apart and they're losing it. And so they don't even realize, like, they're just too caught up in their own, like, lustful stuff here, whatever they have going on. They're too caught up, and so they don't even realize, like, this isn't working out for them anymore. This cycle is ending. People see through them. When people look at them, they can tell what's going on now. Before, they could, like, convince others of one thing and then go do their, like, habits or their things, like, on the side. And so I hope you guys are picking up on what I'm trying to hint at here. Like, I don't know all of YouTube's rules, and I don't want to, like, say anything offensive. So, I hope you understand what I mean by, like, toxic habits. I'm not seeing, like, a relationship or, a third party like that. It's like, self-medicating, like, type of something here. Something very specific. Anyways, yeah, they don't realize now when people are looking at them, they're seeing, like, below the surface, like, what's going on and how this is, like, unraveling here. And people aren't, like, believing their lies anymore. Especially you. Like, you are really, really waking up too. Like, the cycle is ended here with them being able to be, like, two-faced to you. And with their thoughts towards you, we have the 3 of Cups. So I feel like, okay, and then their feelings towards you, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like, I'm just going to be really, really blunt here, guys. Their feelings are not genuine, and neither are their thoughts. So the first word I hear when I see this, when I think of their feelings, is clown show, not genuine. And the first thing I think of with this here in regards to their thoughts is they're literally thinking about other people. They're thinking about, like, before they were so masterful. So I'm sorry, I lied, because I just said I'm not talking about other people. But they totally are. They totally are. They totally have intentions to just, like, be with other people. But there's also that other element going on that was, like, its own specific thing. So I was trying to highlight that. But when it comes to their thoughts, they're definitely thinking about, like, I'm just getting that, like, their feelings just, like, only go so deep. Like, it's like a show. They feel as though they feel as though they have to, like, put on a show for you so that you can realize that they don't actually or so that you don't realize they don't actually have anything to offer here. It's like a part of this, like, telling you one thing and then going in another direction. It's like, in order to keep you distracted from that, or distracted from the fact that, like, they're coming from a place of lack and they're not really giving you anything solid, they need to put on this huge show and just, like, make it this huge presentation and make it seem like this big old huge thing. But it's, like, only so deep here. Like, it's very surface level. And so with this here too, they could feel like they need to bring in some sort of third party in order to help them. Like, okay, because with what they're doing, we have the 4 of Cups here, and so that's, like, feeling bored or feeling like you don't have enough. And so it's like they need to indulge even more, or, like, they feel like they need to bring in some sort of third party here in order to, like, keep it together, because they're, like, falling apart here They're definitely coming from a position of like just not really having enough with like the Four of Cups and then the Five of Pentacles here. So their thoughts towards you, it's like they feel like they need to bring in some sort of like other party to kind of like help them here, or like help them put on their show, or like help them like get away with their lies or something. I'm going to clarify that one. So I pulled one for the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, we have shelter. So this is my Five of Pentacles in reverse. We have charity, Ohana, shelter. So yeah, they feel like everything is, or they know everything is falling apart for themselves here. And so in order to avoid that, like instead of being like, okay, maybe it's because I need to like stop, I need to like make a lifestyle change here. With the Four of Cups, it's like they're refusing help. They're refusing to make a change. Like they're just like going deeper in, they're like doubling down. And so they're like, okay, instead of being like, yeah, maybe it's because of my unhealthy habits here that everything is like falling apart for me, they're like taking on this like energy of like, oh, well, I just need to like bring in another person here to like help me do this. Like say you get so deep in like your addictions that you're like losing your house, or you like lose your job, so like you can't pay for where you're living or whatever. So then the people around you are like, okay, now this is really going to convince them, or now they're really going to see, that this isn't working out for them anymore, because then that's causing the people around them to finally wake up and realize how bad it is, and like how much they're kind of lying to them, right? And so then they're like, well, surely this is going to be the thing that's going to like force them into the position of needing to get help, but this other person is like still just like resisting help. And then they're like doubling down, and they're going to go out and find a friend that's going to let them stay with them, right? They're going to go out and find someone who's going to like give them some sort of charity, or like give them money, or like hear their pity party story. And with the Five of Pentacles and their feelings here too, like they want people to like give them charity, like they want people to like help them out and give to them, so they put on this like huge show to like make people feel bad for them. So mentally, that's kind of what they're trying to do here, is like bring in, they might even see you as like this third party they're trying to bring in for like help and assistance, because they feel like if someone could just kind of like give them some sort of shelter, or like just like a place to stay. So we have fatigue, clarifying, the Queen of Pentacles, and we have charity written on this card too. And then we have wealth, which is like the opposite of riches. It's like the negative connotation here. They're realizing that they cannot like uphold with longevity here, like they can't uphold their lifestyle. It's definitely something to do with like money here. They need some sort of charity, or like some sort of help, in order to like keep going in the direction that they're going in, because they're refusing like real, genuine, legitimate help, like with their emotional issues that are causing them to act like this. But it's all falling apart, and they're too disconnected from themselves to be able to keep it together anymore here. And so they need help. So I'm getting that, like, they're coming to you because they're like, oh, you know, family doesn't leave anyone behind. I'm trying to make people feel bad for them and, like, give them this handout here. So with the Five of Swords and the Strength, I'm seeing, like, there's a need for people to, like, stand their ground against this person, like, to have the strength to know that, like, you're not going to win right now because they're not really open to receiving help. So there's, like, this need to, like, stand your ground here. Yeah, so I don't know if they're seeing you as this third party, or maybe because of things that have happened now, they're, like, being forced into this position. Certain things have fallen apart here. They're getting very tired. They can't keep it together anymore. So then their solution is, okay, I'm going to come in, and it's either like they burn their bridges with you, you see through it, and so they're going to move on to try and, like, bring another person into the situation to, like, give them a place to stay or help them out or whatever, and they feel as though you're, like, leaving them out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles here. Like, they feel like you won't help them out. Yeah, so they feel like, okay, I need to go and, like, go to someone else that's going to, like, let me in and like, give to me and let me take advantage of them because this isn't working out for me. Like, this person is starting to, like, see through me here. So they feel like you're leaving them out in the cold, not giving to them as much as you were anymore. Literally, like, maybe if this person had to get, like, kicked out or something because of what's going on. This person feels a lack, like, okay, viewers not giving to me anymore, like, viewers not willing to like, give me money anymore. This person is just, like, leaving me out. They feel, like, left out here. Or another scenario is you're the person, like, because it's no longer working out for them with others here to do all this and to play all these games, then they're coming to you and they see you as someone who is going to give them shelter, bring them in, help them out, help them get on their feet, type of energy. But then they're not actually going to give back to you here. Like, when the time comes, they're just going to leave you out and just kind of bail on you and just take from you and not give back to you. And like, you're going to kind of learn the lesson that it was just like a show here that they were putting on to try and make you feel bad, so then you would just, like, give them money or help them out in some way. So yeah, I'm seeing those two scenarios. Like, the first one is you're sick of it. You're sick of their ish. You see through it. You know they don't want help anymore. You see that it's falling apart here. So they're having to go to someone else here in order to, like, get that help or have a place to stay or something, and then they feel really, like, abandoned and left out by you. Or yeah, it's not working out for them with others anymore and they burn their bridges, so they're thinking of looping you into their mess here, thinking that you will take them in and feel bad for them. and it's going to put you in a position of lack here. And probably push you to the point where you're also going to have to kick them out, or stop giving to them, or something. So yeah, that was very specific. At first I just felt hesitant to read that because it just seems kind of like, that could be a really sensitive thing, but you know, there's someone that, like, this could be a family member, a friend. It could also be a partner too that, like in the first scenario, if you're the one that's sick of their stuff and so they're having to bring someone else in, then like it could be a partner, or like a family member. So yeah, I hope I did a good enough job explaining all of that. All right, so we have shift, number 9, the bottom. So shift is all about like something kind of swiftly coming in, like if there's been a stall in a situation, then there's going to be like a quick shift here. So we have veiled and friendship. So yeah, I'm getting, you know, obviously this could be a friendship here. Like this could just be someone you've known for a long time and you really, really care about here. And then with the veiled here, there's definitely more to the story. There's more that you, like, okay, if you feel hesitant towards this person or like a little uneasy or something's kind of off, and you're wondering maybe there's more to the story here, like for this pile here where some of these, like you're the third party that they're thinking about going to in order to get this sort of like help or assistance or shelter that they need, you want to be really, really hesitant here, because even though this is a friend and someone you've known for a really long time and loved for a really long time, they've gotten kind of out here a little bit and they're starting to fall apart. And so sometimes people can just get into positions here, like my absolute childhood best friend that I met when I was 6 years old was my sister. We were best friends our whole lives. She got twisted off in the wrong kind of bad habits, right? And she went from being my literal soulmate to there was a point where I could not open up my home to her anymore because I didn't feel safe around her. And that was really, really hard for me, but sometimes things like that happen, you know what I mean? And sometimes that people that we love can hide things from us. And there can be certain parts of them that they don't really reveal, and they can like keep it together and keep it held down and keep this like presentation and this like mask around you for so long until they can't anymore, right? And once that mask starts slipping, once that veil starts slipping, it can get scary. And this is just coming from just advice on like take care of yourself, you know, like it can get, when people are caught up in the wrong things and they're messing with the wrong things and things start kind of falling apart for them and they're no longer able to like really keep it together the same way they were before, and they're not willing to accept help at all, um, it can get scary, and it can get uncomfortable, and you can start to very quickly deal with situations that you are not equipped to be able to deal with, right? So like for me in my situation, like even though I absolutely loved my best friend, I didn't have the capabilities. I couldn't communicate with her. Like I just, I'm not a therapist. I don't have the expertise. At that time I worked with like the elderly, and I knew really really good on how to like talk and communicate with people with dementia, but not what she was going through. Like that wasn't my level of expertise. That wasn't something I had a little bit of life experience, but it wasn't enough to where I could really help her and give her the tools that she needed. And she was seeing me as someone that could like help facilitate her to be able to do her lifestyle, because she thought that she could like kind of like lie to me or play in my face or tell me one thing, and I just wouldn't be able to see like what was really going on. And it got to a point where like I gained enough life experience, and she just got too caught up in her lifestyle here and kind of started taking it too far, to where she couldn't realize like it wasn't working out for her anymore. And I could see through the things that she was saying and what was going on. And like when I looked at her, I could see like she was really falling apart, and it was really scary for me. And like she had just gotten away with it for so long that she couldn't tell that like all of us were starting to, see what was going on here. And so I feel like I had a point somewhere that I missed. Yeah, I'm just like saying all of that with like lots of love, and just saying, yeah, I've been through this kind of a situation before, and I have a lot of empathy for people who struggle with any type of behavioral disorder or addiction or like mental health disorder. My mom really, really struggled with mental health, so I really understand that as well. So like whatever the situation is, like I'm really speaking from a place of like love and compassion and understanding for the other person, but also for the viewer here, I just want to say like always protect yourself and take care of yourself, and just really be aware that like sometimes you can find yourself in those situations with people, like even though you love them so much, sometimes you just don't have the tools to be able to help them in the way that you want to. And like with the other person, like with my friend, like she thought I was going to be able to help her, like facilitate her lifestyle and keep things moving forward, right? She wasn't actually open to me genuinely helping her. So once she started to realize that I could like see through her, and that I wasn't just gonna kind of like go along with what she was telling me, right? And I wasn't going to like believe all of like this two-faced kind of like weird games and stuff that was going on anymore. And I kind of started to like call her out and have conversations about like things that she didn't really want to hear regarding getting her real genuine help. It got kind of scary, and it can just be a lot, like whenever you go through those types of situations with people that are friends, can literally be a part of your soul, like your life experience. Like you can have friends that are your soulmates, like you can have friends that have been through everything with you. Like you can be closer with friends than you are with your family, so it can be really, really, really hard and difficult to watch the people that you love like suffer and struggle and not refuse help, and continue to try and like find more avenues in which they can like bring people in to help them, and try and manipulate you into helping them and feeling like you're abandoning them and leaving them behind, and just like leaving them out in the cold whenever you don't want to help them out in a way that's like helping them destruct themselves. And it can be really hard. Like sometimes you have to walk away for a little while Like with the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, I'm getting like, sometimes it's like a battle that you're not going to win in that moment, and so you have to kind of like walk away, because the care that you have for the other person is greater than actually like winning that battle. Like you care about just who they are as a person overall more. So yeah, with stuff like this, it's like really difficult, like knowing how to intricately like develop or how to intricately like kind of go about the situation in such a way that keeps everyone involved safe, right? Like you want to keep yourself safe, you want to keep the person on your mind safe, you want to keep like any third party they're trying to bring in to like help them safe, or like everybody just wants to stay really safe here. So my advice would be always get the right professional help. Always reach out to people if you need support, if you need advice on how to support someone else. There's tons of resources out there. But never try to do anything on your own, or just try and take on things on your own. If things get really big and scary and hard to deal with, always talk to someone who has a little more expertise in what you're dealing with and can help you navigate it. So we're just gonna get a few like message cards real quick. I want to read the shift here. Miracles, divine intervention, the end of stagnation, and divine inspiration are here now. Drawing this card signifies an aha moment or sudden change in any situation that was stuck or blocked. A welcome change or answer that you have been seeking is here now. Meditate on this symbol when you are feeling stuck, unsure of which way to go, or having a block creatively. So yeah, I feel like that pertains to like you're kind of like having a aha moment, or like you're kind of putting it all together. Like if their behavior's been like kind of off or weird, or if it's all been like building in this direction, then like you're starting to like put it all together, and you're starting all of whatever's veiled here, you're starting to have this like clarity and like put the pieces of the puzzle together, and you're starting to be like, wait a minute here, like so I worry about us a lot. So I feel like this is in regards to like they worry about like your guys' relationship, how it's like being affected if you're starting to see them in like a different light. If I asked you to stay, would you leave? So a lot of times, the first thing I thought of when I read this is like a lot of times people are going through these types of like bad habits or like addictive issues. There is this huge fear that like it's like a lot of times with addicts, like a lot of people do like kick them out or push them away, or they end up burning a lot of bridges, and so there ends up becoming this like fear that people are going to leave them, or people are going to abandon them if they get too close. And so I think sometimes that's why it's easier to just like play games and use people. And so I feel like that's what they would say, like if you were to call them out on like this, like wanting to like bring you in order to like use you as a place to stay or get some money from you or whatever it is here, like try and bring in a third party so they can get some help that they're like not getting from you, or they feel like you're leaving them out and so they need to go somewhere else, or like you're seeing through it, and so they need to go, like, whatever it is, if you were to like call them out, this is kind of how they would explain it, is like there's this like they don't want to be like kicked out or like left behind, and so they're just gonna try to like go to someone else that they feel like is gonna give them like that shelter here. We have the Ace of Wands, so I feel like they really care about you. They would tell you that they like do really, really love you. And so we have I am terrified. So I feel like they would admit to you that like deep down they are scared here. Whatever it is that they're going through, they might act like they don't want any help, and they just are like loving it, and they're just so they're just like, yeah, they might act like this is so great here and they love this so much. But deep down, now that things are starting to fall apart here, especially, they're starting to get scared, for sure. This is like starting to catch up with them. And they're starting to have, they have this like fear here. So I feel like they would admit that to you. And we also have Ace of Pentacle. So I feel like this is them, like they would ask for money. They're literally looking for like opportunities here to like get money. And yeah, that's all I have for file 2. I don't want to go too much deeper into that. So if that resonated with you, then I'm sending you lots of love, just lots of compassion, just praying for you to have a lot of strength through this situation here. And yeah, if this resonated, if you want like a more personal reading, you can click the link in my description. And thank you. I hope you have a really great day.